ask very quickly. Put away, turned off any cell phones. Individuals up here. I want you to respect. I want you to. One thing I don't have from this class. Very low number over the last couple. But shown me how good you're just walking around. They'll come see me now. You understand? Now, it's shown at the STEM school. I'm going to introduce your class advisor at this time, Mrs. Byler. Okay. I'll be back at the very end to make one final closing announcement. But once again, now, just so you understand, we will have an interpreter and certain things throughout the speech, throughout Mrs. and the students speaking both English and again. I ask that you're receptive and extremely polite.
Okay. Thank you.
The responsibility of the people entails, whether it be towards the student body or the community. Undertaking this position would allow me to highlight and use my strengths towards any future challenges. This election presents us all with a choice to settle for what we have and are defined as, or to do more, to be more. By electing leaders, we can bring forth faces for you to tell your fresh ideas and perspectives to. As for me, I can assure you that I will work hard on your behalf by listening to your ideas and suggestions. My main objective is to do everything in my ability to improve your time remaining in high school. To move forward, our class depends on our ability to work together. Cooperation and teamwork will take us far. If you elect me as your treasurer, I will not only lead with openness and effort, with your best interest in mind, but I will also do so in a logical manner. I look forward to the possibility of serving our class. My name is Jasmine Byler, and vote for me as your class of 2020 treasurer. Vota por mí, Jasmine Byler, para tesorera de la clase de 2020.
The next two candidates are running for the secretary position. The first candidate is Hannah Kunitz.
Good morning, class of 2020. Some of you may know who I am, but for those of you that don't, here's a little bit about myself. My name is Hannah Kuntz, and I am a student at the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences. I'm running for class of 2020 secretary and would like to tell you what I could do for you all. I'm qualified to be a secretary because I am very organized. As your secretary, I will make sure all of your notes are well kept at every meeting. This will allow all of the class officers, club advisors, and myself to keep what is talked about at the meetings well collected and organized. I can manage numerous activities at once. I'm a member of the high school marching band, high school jazz band, and the high school concert band, while also being a Girl Scout, dancer, and softball player. I've had many previous leadership roles, such as being a member of Student Council, Executive Council, Spirit Club, SAD, and STEM Vice President of Key Club. I promise not only to take great notes and keep everything organized, but to be a teammate and a friend to all of you. If there's ever an issue or an idea, feel free to always reach out to me and I can relay the message to my fellow officers. The next year and a half are going to fly by, just like the past 2 years have. I would like to be one of the 6 members of the class officer team that will help lead this class. I hope you will all have faith in me and vote for me to be a class secretary for the next year and a half. Thank you. my pen. I'm going to do my very best with this next part. Buenos días, mi nombre es Hannah Kunz. Quiero ser la secretaria de la clase. Creo que estoy calificada para ser una secretaria porque estoy muy organizado y puedo manejar diversas actividades. Estoy involucrado en varios clubes escolares y banda para la escuela. Promete manejar buenos aprendizajes y las reuniones y los eventos. Solo si tienes fe en mí. Espero que votas para que yo sea tu secretaria durante el último año y medio de la escuela. Gracias.
Okay. Next, for the position of secretary, we have Yakira Morales.
Good morning, students. I'd like to introduce myself before I get into the nitty-gritty. Buenos días, déjame presentarme. My name is Yakira Morales. I'm a 16-year-old Dominican and I currently attend the STEM school. Now you're probably thinking, why should I vote for her for secretary? I don't even know who she is. Well, dear class of 2020, let me answer that question for you. Me llamo Yakira. Tengo 16 años y soy dominicana. Probablemente estás pensando, ¿quién es esa? ¿De dónde vino ella? Te voy a dar la respuesta ahora. As a kid, even now, my mother would say that I was different from other children. She'd say that instead of playing with other kids at a playground, I'd look at a sunset with a determined visage. I like to think I'm still that person. Not someone who doesn't get along with others, but someone who is determined, diligent, hardworking, and perceptive. Yo soy una estudiante determinada, diligente, trabajo duro, y soy muy perceptiva. You know, I've been told I was a great listener before. That's what I want to do for you. I want to listen to you, because you are what makes everything in this school possible. Without you, we wouldn't have had that homecoming or bonfire. Quiero escucharlos, porque son ustedes quien hace todo posible en esta escuela. Sin ustedes no podíamos tener los eventos importantes de nuestra juventud. I've noticed that people tend to forget things. We are human after all. People sometimes say, hey, remind me about this or that, because they don't want that thought or idea to slip their mind. When people forget, disorder occurs, and those people get frantic and don't know what to do. In those situations, someone needs to be there to help restore the order. Me he dado cuenta que la gente tiende a olvidar las cosas. La gente dice, recuérdame ahorita, porque no quieren olvidar sus pensamientos. El desorden ocurre cuando las personas olvidan. Cuando eso pasa, alguien necesita ayudarlos. As secretary of the class of 2020, I will make sure to work with you. I will make sure that everything stays organized, and I will make sure to work with you along with other I apologize. I will make sure to work with you, fellow constituents, along with other student officers, to make your experience as enjoyable as possible. I'll be there to remind you when you forget. Como secretaria de la clase del 2020, me aseguraré de trabajar con ustedes, junto con otros oficiales, para que su experiencia sea lo más agradable posible. Vote Morales. Thank you.
Okay, now we are going to continue with the following candidates who are running for vice president positions. First, for the position of vice president for the Academy of Science is Ashley Escobar.
Hi. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Ashley Escobar, and I'm running for Vice President of the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences. I think I am a candidate qualified enough to win your vote. I am reliable, responsible, and I have experience in leading groups, along with other traits that could prove useful in a role this important. Responsibility is a big part of someone's personality and an even bigger part of their work ethic. I am very responsible in both aspects, especially when it comes to school. Everything I am assigned is turned in on time and in a neat manner, so everything that has to be done for executive council will be too. Also, in groups, I tend to be the responsible friend, making sure that everyone is doing okay and looking to see if there's anything I can do to help them out. This role has come in handy to me when I do volunteer with youth groups, where I've learned that the best way to be a leader is to do what you want others to do and set an example for them to follow. Volunteering has also taught me how to be observant and how to listen to others. That being said, I would be able to look into things or consider options that the president may have missed during their first glance at an issue or idea. Also, listening to others is an important characteristic to have because being a vice president means representing you, considering your opinions, and working together to make sure everyone is content and comfortable in and out of school. In addition to these traits, I am also patient, understanding, and resourceful. Sometimes, things may not go as planned, and working with more than one person may lead to miscommunications and other obstacles along the way. These obstacles, however, should not be things that set you back or cause all the hard work that has been put into an idea to be thrown away. Instead, they should be used as lessons to be able to contemplate a more successful route for future attempts. Thankfully, first experiences have helped me learn the best way to deal with situations like these and make the most of what has happened with both the good and bad aspects. Speaking of communicating, también hablo español. Entonces yo estaría disponible para hablar con la comunidad hispana y representarlos. With all of this in mind, don't forget to cast me as your vote today. I'll be a great vice president for the class of 2020, and you'll give me an early birthday gift.
Okay. Next, let's hear it from Elizabeth Hall, also for Vice President of the Academy of Science.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Elizabeth Hall. Some of you may know me as Liz, and some of you may not know me at all. If that is the case, I hope you can change that. If you do know me, you might be surprised to see me up here. It may seem a bit out of character, because the truth is, this is not what comes naturally to me. 2 years ago, I was hardly someone who would stand before our entire class and speak, but things and people change. I am no exception. My freshman year looked a lot different. I spent it here at the high school. The following year, I went to STEM, and what I am going to say next is very sincere. I love both buildings. Years from now, I will look at my time in each fondly. Throughout these 2.5 years, I have met great people and learned new and exciting things. I grew both academically and personally. Still, that is not enough. I want to do something that matters. I want to take what I know, what I have learned, and use it. I want to be the STEM vice president because I believe that I can serve as a link between the two different buildings. I have known and experienced both, and I can provide new and vulnerable insight. I am just finding my voice now, and I know there are many of you who may not have found yours yet. I am here because I want you to know that that is very okay. I want you to know that I can speak for you. I want you to know that I am quiet and confused and scared too. This is not what I'm used to either, but together we can chart a new course. If you vote for me, you are voting for something different. You are voting for someone who may not be wired to stand up and take charge, but is doing it anything out of concern and understanding and longing to make our school even better. I can't always say the right thing. I can't promise that I won't mess up from time to time. I can't promise that my voice won't waver, crack, or shake. But I can promise to always use it. I can promise to always use it for you, the class of 2020. Vote for me.
Okay, now we have Astrid Martinez running for the Vice President position of the Career Center.
Good morning, class of 2020. My name is Astrid Martinez. I stand before you today as a candidate for Vice President of the Career Center. This election presents us all with a clear choice. It's a choice between continuing things that we have always been done or electing leaders who can bring fresh ideas and perspective. Like F. Scott Fitzgerald once said, the world only exists in your eyes. You can make it as big or as small as you want. I assure you, I will work hard on your behalf, listen to your ideas, and make everything in my power to make this school the best that it can be. I stand before you today not only as a candidate, but also as your friend. And like a good friend, I will be honest with you about the challenges our school faces. I will do my best to make this school the best I can be. As your friend, I will also be asking for your help. Not one person has all the answers and can do all the work. A chain is as strong as its weakest link. Together, we must cooperate and work together for something great. I believe in this school as well as I believe in our ability to work together for something great. I know voting for someone requires a lot of trust. I'm willing to work hard every day to earn your trust. Once again, my name is Asher Martinez, and I'm asking for your vote for Class Vice President of the Career Center. Buenos días, clase 2020. Hoy estoy aquí como candidata hacia la vicepresidencia de Career Center. Esta elección representa una opción clara. La opción entre seguir las cosas de la misma manera que se han sido o elegir líderes que traigan nuevas ideas y perspectivas. Vengo aquí no solo como una candidata, pero también como una amiga. Y como toda buena amiga, seré honesta. Prometo mantenerlos informados sobre todo lo que pasa en esta escuela. Yo creo en esta escuela y creo que juntos tenemos la habilidad de hacer algo fantástico. Sé que votar por alguien requiere tener mucha confianza. Por eso yo estoy dispuesta a trabajar duro todos los días para ganarme su confianza. Nuevamente, mi nombre es Astrid Martínez y le estoy pidiendo por su voto hacia la vicepresidencia de Career Center. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Astrid. Okay. Also running for the position of Vice President for Career Center is Yvette Hernandez.
Good morning, faculty, staff, and most importantly, class of 2020. I would first like to thank all of you for your time and for giving me the opportunity to voice myself. When I set a goal, I reach my goal. My name is Yvette Hernandez, and I'm campaigning for the class of 2020's Executive Council's Vice President. Through my years in high school, I've joined FBLA, the debate team, Athena Club, and this is my first year joining Executive Council. I'm currently fulfilling my studies at the Hazleton Area Career Center, and through these years, I've learned a lot from my professors and advisors. For example, Ms. DiCarlo, she has taught me to never give up and to always strive for my goal. Ms. Isabella and Ms. Miller have taught me that communication is very important. Mr. Joseph and Ms. Marnell have taught me that perfection is key. Ms. Kaur has taught me that no matter how hard a situation might be, we should always strive forward, never backwards. The whole class of 2020 is a team. If the team works together, the dream works. In order to make the dream work, we need good leaders with the required skills needed to take on this job. I'm willing to be one of those 6 leaders for the class of 2020. I will put my all into this position and each task that is coming our way. If elected as Vice President, I shall share the duties and responsibilities of a president and will also be in charge of having fundraisers such as selling clothing items, Gertrude hot candy, or gummies. Fellow students, your ideas are what keep these schools moving forward. I want to be the one that continues to ensure that all the students' voices and ideas are heard. If elected, I plan to put my skills into motion. These include attending various meetings and sharing information shared at these meetings to the rest of the class of 2020. I also plan to bring in new ideas for fundraisers and events to make our school year the best one. Buenos días, clase del 2020. Primero quisiera agradecerles por su tiempo y por darme la oportunidad de expresarme. Cuando me propongo una meta, yo alcanzo mi meta. Mi nombre es Yvette Hernández y soy una de las candidatas corriendo por vicepresidenta de la clase 2020. Durante mi año de secundaria, yo he entrado a varios equipos como FBLA, el equipo de debate, el equipo Athena, y este es mi primer año dentro del Consejo Ejecutivo. Actualmente estoy realizando mis estudios en la escuela Hazleton Area Career Center. Y tras estos años he aprendido mucho de mis profesores y asesores. Por ejemplo, la señora DiCarlo me ha enseñado que nunca debería rendirme y siempre esforzarme por alcanzar mi objetivo. La señora Isabella y señora Miller me han enseñado que la comunicación es algo muy importante. El señor Joseph y la señora Marnell me han enseñado que la perfección es clave. La señora Kaur me ha enseñado que no importa qué difícil un obstáculo pueda ser, Tenemos siempre que caminar para adelante, nunca hacia atrás. Me han enseñado cómo asumir un papel como este. Y créanme, estoy más que lista y preparada para asumir este papel y enfrentarme a mis responsabilidades. Toda la clase del 2020 es un equipo. Y si el equipo trabaja, el sueño funciona. Para que ese equipo funcione necesitamos buenos líderes con las habilidades necesarias para asumir este trabajo. Estoy dispuesta a ser uno de esos 6 líderes para la clase del 2020. Pondré todo mi empeño en esta posición y en cada tarea que se nos presente hacia nosotros. Ustedes son la razón por cual estas escuelas están avanzando. Si ustedes votan por mí, yo me aseguraré que todas las informaciones que sean dadas en las reuniones sean disponibles para el resto de clase del 2020. Si soy elegida como vicepresidenta, compartiré los deberes y responsabilidades del presidente y también encargaré de recaudar fondos a través de las ventas de ropa o la venta de dulces. Queridos compañeros, sus ideas son los que hacen que estas escuelas sigan avanzando. Quiero ser la que continúe asegurando que sus voces e ideas sean escuchadas. Gracias por todo su tiempo y los aliento a todos por votar por Ivette Hernández como la nueva vicepresidenta de la clase 2020 en la escuela Hazleton Area Career Center. Espero que ustedes tengan la confianza en mi liderazgo. Thank you all for your time, and I encourage you to vote for Ivette Hernandez as the new vice president at the Hazleton Area Career Center in today's class election. I hope that you will all have the confidence in my leadership. Remember, vote for Ivette Hernandez as the vice president at the Hazleton Area Career Center. Thank you. Gracias.
Okay, now let's hear it for the next vice presidential candidate, Kyrie Lorenzo for the high school.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie Lorenzo, and I'm running for Vice President of Class of 2020 for the high school. I've decided to run for Vice President because I want to do more for the students of our class. I want to be an officer who helps make important decisions that will affect our class. I want to be a different type of Vice President in everything I do. I want to help plan different activities and fundraisers that are not only beneficial for our class, but that are also fun and inclusive. I want all members of 2020 to participate and be excited to participate in class activities and fundraisers. I believe my ability to understand situations through different perspectives and being able to think outside the box and having previous experience in this position, like junior leadership and being an executive council for 3 years and different activities in school, is what sets me apart and will be helpful to the president and to the officers and to you guys as members of Class of 2020. My goal is to be different and diverse in everything I do, and being in the position of Vice President is the perfect first step into achieving this goal. I hope as your Vice President, I can be a part of the group that makes the last 2 years we have together fun, diverse, different, and memorable. Hola, mi nombre es Katie Lorenzo y yo quiero ser su vicepresidente. Y como su vicepresidente, yo quiero hacer más para la clase de 2020, como diferentes actividades que son divertidas para todos los estudiantes. Quiero ser diferente con todas las cosas que yo hago. Quiero hacer más para todos los estudiantes, como baile y grupos en la escuela. Y si me voto como su vicepresidente, creo que puede ser eso. Mi objetivo como su vicepresidente es hacer lo que los últimos 2 años juntos son divertidos y diferentes. Thank you, and don't forget to vote for Katie.
Okay, and our final candidate for vice president of the high school is Dylan Poncari.
Good morning, Hazleton Area High School, Class of 2020. For some of you that do not know me, I am Dylan Poncari, and I ask for your vote as your junior class president, vice president. I'm a very active student as I participate in varsity tennis in the spring. I'm a very active student in our executive council and student council. In my free time, which isn't very much, I do a lot of volunteer work in my neighborhood and help the elderly in my town during the summers. Before arriving at Hazleton Area High School, I was a very active student in my middle school, McAdoo Clares, and I was even the Easter Bunny for the elementary students in my 8th grade year. I received one of the highest awards called the Mustang Award that the school gave to my middle school graduation for my volunteer work and for my strong academic history. In 2015, when my mom was diagnosed with 4th-stage metastatic cancer at a local hospital, they did not give her much time to live. And I researched and found one of the best hospitals in the country called Cancer Treatment Centers of America, where I made her scheduled to see them a week later. And not long after she was sent to the hospital, they were able to help her in so many ways that a local hospital could not. After I noticed the amazing things that they were doing for my mom, I referred over a dozen people who also did not have much time to live to Cancer Treatment Centers of America. And in the summer of 2016, I traveled to Illinois to the cancer hospital to receive a leadership award for taking my mother's matters and others into my own hands. It's now been 3 years since my mother has had cancer, and she's doing extremely well. Also, at the end of my freshman year, when I was currently enlisted in German 1, the school board was in need of cutting back on programs offered within the school district to save on money, and wanted to cut the German program, which at the time had over 100 students in the program. Many students could not believe this and were very disappointed. So at the school board meeting in May of 2017, I addressed the school board on reasons why this program was important and was needed by many students. After a 6-3 vote, the school board was kept, and the school board kept the German program in our high school and STEM school, and now the German program is currently at a rising population. This all comes to my reasons why I want you to vote for me for your high school's vice president. I show leadership in my school, community, and family. As a vice president, I will take every action it needs to favor our 450 plus students here at this high school. We are now in November of our junior year, meaning that there is only a little bit over a year and a half until we are handed our diplomas. Our junior year and senior year are supposed to be the best years of our high school time. It is now time for us to start planning for our homecoming, prom, and senior day. With all this, I would also like to change things up if elected vice president. I want our class to stand out compared to other classes. So I will push for new and fun events for us to participate in, like a junior day or field day. I will push for a more united and evolved class of 2020. I encourage all of you to do your part and join our class. If elected as VP, I will listen to any concerns about our class and take any suggestions to make this the best class the school has ever had. So please remember to circle my name, Dylan Poncari, when you fill out your ballots during periods 8-9 today, for a better future for all of us. I will represent you with true leadership because I care about you and I like every single one of you, as this is truly some of the finest students the school has to offer. Thank you and have a great rest of your day, Hazleton Area High School class of 2020. Vote for me, Dylan Poncari.
Now I'd like to introduce the candidates for class president. First, I'd like to present to you Samuel Figueroa.
Hello. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Samuel Figueroa, and I currently go to the Arts and Humanities Academy in Hazleton Area High School. I've been in the executive council for our class since the very beginning, and I've taken many leadership roles within it. For example, how many of you own one of these? Yeah, I designed that shirt for our class, class of 2020. No creo que muchos de ustedes lo sepan, pero diseñé esta camiseta para nosotros. I'm very involved in school. I have not only participated in our class fundraisers, but I've stayed after school several times to make sure it was a success. I'm motivated not only to surpass the expectations, but I have proven to our advisors several times that I have what it takes to be a president. And I hope that when I am elected, I can prove that to you guys as well. Imagine going to a prom that is affordable. And imagine going to school events that are affordable. This is a realistic goal that we can achieve if we work together as a class. In just one day of school, I have a countless amount of students complain about how boring school is. I want to change that. I want to have more events and more activities. I feel like that if we get more involved and have more activities, school would be more enjoyable. I want to raise our school spirit by having events such as Friends Feud, a family food parody, movie nights, talent shows, diversity nights, and several other events. All this could be possible if you vote for me as your president. Hola, mi nombre es Samuel Figueroa y voy para la Academia de Arte en la high school. Estoy muy involucrado en la escuela. No solo ha participado en nuestros recaudaciones de fondo de clase, sino que me he quedado después de la escuela varias veces para asegurarme de que tuviera un éxito. Si trabajamos juntos como clase, podemos lograr muchas cosas. Siento que si hacemos más y nos involucramos más, la escuela sería más agradable. Quiero tener eventos como Friends Feud, noche de cine, espectáculo de talentos, noche de diversidad, un día de campo y varios otros eventos. Todo esto sería posible si votan por mí para el presidente de tu clase. Así que recuerde, vota Samuel Figueroa para un cambio. Yo no digo el cambio. Yo no digo el cambio, yo lo hago. So remember, vote for Samuel Figueroa. I don't just speak the change, I make the change.
Okay. Thank you, Sammy. Okay, the next presidential candidate is Jaden Chambers.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaden Chambers and I'm running for class president of 2020. If elected, I'll aim to make a few improvements to the schools and focus a little bit more on teamwork. You might be wondering why you should vote for me, which is understandable due to the fact that you don't know me, but I do think I have what it takes to represent our class. As someone who was a military brat, I have plenty of experience with being the new kid. Because I've moved so much, I've been introduced to so many different people and cultures, which has greatly influenced my character and how I see the world, which is why diversity is so important to me. If I want something, I'll try my hardest to get it, and I want this. I'm not just running for class president because it'll look good on college applications. I truly want to do things that will invoke change in not just this school, but every aspect of life. Other than the qualities I have that will make me a good class president, I have some good ideas that will benefit all of the students, not just juniors. I've actually already discussed some of my ideas with the superintendent, so I know they're possible in some way. Therefore, if I were elected, I want to make the schools greener. The condition of the environment is worsening, and I feel like we should be doing something to help change that. Even if it's just these 3 schools, any difference matters. We can establish recycling and do more eco-friendly fundraisers such as bake sales or used book sales, as well as incorporate the produce from our school garden into our lunches and make an effort to feed the homeless. Additionally, I'd also like to have shortened schedules for seniors. Although I cannot guarantee I'll make it happen, I can guarantee I'll try my hardest. We're about to graduate soon, and between school, extracurriculars, work, and familiar obligations, we don't have enough time to truly look into our future. If you're on track to graduate, I'd like to suggest the shortened schedules so we can do things more in line with the direction we'd like to take our life in, such as work, taking on a few college classes, volunteering, further exploring our passions, or spending time with aging family members. This class president position is not just about me, nor is it just about the rest of the people you as a student body choose to elect. It's about all of us. El intercambio de ideas, contribuciones y creación son partes importantes para ser un líder, porque no es solamente un trabajo para una persona. Liderazgo se trata de la colaboración, comunicación y cooperación, porque como un equipo todo es posible. Even though we are part of 3 different schools, I'd like for us to feel like one. It's essential for us to all come together as a team, no matter our differences, because we all have a common goal, to make our years in high school mean something. Entonces, espero que ustedes tomen un chance conmigo y me den sus votos para que yo pueda hacer el mejor trabajo que yo pueda en hacer nuestra escuela el lugar más agradable para los que vienen después de nosotros. So don't just talk about it, be about it, and vote Jaden for class president.
Another candidate for president is Natalie Tahansky.
Hola, buenos días, compañeros. Good morning to my fellow classmates and members of the class of 2020. I am Natalie Tahansky, and I am running for your class president. I decided to run for president because our class has something very special about it, and it would be my honor to represent each and every one of you. 2020 is approaching very quickly, and I want to make the next 2 years very memorable and fun for us. It is hard for me to make set promises, but I can promise you all one thing. I always put all my effort into everything that I do, and I will fight nonstop for whatever this class wants. Although we have 3 different schools, with me being at the high school, my dad teaching at the Career Center, and many close friends at STEM, I will not allow communication to be a problem. One thing that I love about our school is the diversity. I'm going to ask some questions, and if the answer is yes, please stand up. Yo voy a preguntar algunas preguntas y si tu respuesta es sí pararse. Are you a student athlete? Are you a musician? No, stay standing, stay standing, stay standing. Are you an artist? Are you a sibling? Habla español. Are you a friend? Have you ever been through a rough time? Have you ever needed a friend? Now take a look around. Just about everyone in the crowd is standing up. This shows that we're all just teenagers trying to make it through high school, and we all have the same end goal: to graduate and do good for ourselves. I want to be the person you can all turn to no matter what. Yo te prometo que el lenguaje no va a ser un problema. Since freshman year, I've been a part of Executive Council, but now I am ready to assume the responsibility of representing our class. Nothing is more important to me than making sure everyone in this class is heard and has equal opportunities. Class president is not by any means an easy role, but I am willing to step up and take on the challenge. I want this class to be the best we can be. I want Mr. Patron, Dr. Constant, Mr. Uplinger, and other administrators to remember our class for not only our academics and school spirit, but mostly for our determination and dedication. I want to be the person that tells you that you can do anything you put your mind to. Everyone in this auditorium and everyone listening at STEM has different dreams and different ideas, and as class president, I promise to listen to what we as a class want and to what everyone has to say to make the best decisions for the class. I am very open-minded and understanding, and I hope to gain your trust over the next few months. Trust in Tahansky to be class president. Confía en Tahansky para presidente. I know we will leave a big impact on not only the school, but also on the world. Remember the name and vote for Nat.
Our fourth presidential candidate is Ethan Mariano.
Before I start my speech, can you all please stand up? Okay. Now, can you all please take a step to the right? Now, can you all go back to in front of your seats? Can you please go back in front of your seats? Quick. Okay. Okay, you can sit down now. Okay. Thank you. I was told that if I moved the audience, I'd be doing okay. My name is Ethan Mariano. I am 16 years old, and I am a member of Executive Council, Student Council, the Gifted Program, FBLA, History Club, Chorus, and the Marching Band. And I am running to be your class president. If I were to be elected, I would bring a lot of experience to the table. I was treasurer of the Heights Terrace Student Council in 7th grade and president in 8th grade. I'm currently vice president of finance and attendance on our school's student council. Also, I have been an active member of Class of 2020 Executive Council since our 9th grade year. In doing so, not only do I have the leadership experience to help me, but I also know how our meetings are run and will not need time to ease into the position. As president, I would be the first person to advocate on your behalf. Over the last few years, I have consistently advocated to administrators for numerous reasons. In 8th grade, when I was president of the Heights Terrace Student Council, I met with both of the principals several times trying to gain approval for a student council meeting that was required for a successful Valentine's Day dance. At the high school, I have already met with Mr. Patron for various reasons, including suggesting improvements to the Distinguished Graduate Ceremony. And I have been very vocal in student council meetings with Mr. Upplinger about topics such as dress code and security. As president, I would not be afraid to advocate for you, and I am willing to put in the time and effort to make sure that our class can enjoy our remaining time in high school. I believe that in order for a president to do his job to the best of their ability, they need to represent the class as a whole. I know that I do not know everything or everyone. However, due to my involvement in after-school clubs, I have made connections that I can use to easily spread messages across the school, whether it's to the football team or to the chess club, and even down to the STEM school, the Career Center, and in the Arts and Humanities program. Executive Council will then be able to collect information and make decisions with the knowledge of where the school stands. We have a very diverse school with different ethnicities and opinions. It is crucial that everyone could at least get their opinions heard. Si soy elegido, cada uno importará. If I am elected, everyone will matter. If I am awarded the honor of being your class president, I want to increase public awareness about the accomplishments of our class. I have gone to Hazleton area schools my entire life. We're not the awful school we've often portrayed as. I want to recruit a team to create social media accounts to spread the word of our achievements academically, athletically, and socially. There are so many great things that we do that go unnoticed by the public due to lack of information. I say it is time to make ourselves known as the great school that we are. Before I conclude, I want to add one final remark. I don't just speak a change, I make the change. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. Finally, I present to you our last but not least presidential candidate, Emily Ventura.
Hi, my name is Amberly Ventura. Some of you may already know me, whether if it's from school clubs, cheerleading, or just school. And some of you probably don't know me at all, but hopefully after this you'll want to know me. As your class president, I would like for everyone to feel comfortable approaching me about school issues and ideas to better our class. I'm always open to speak to anyone about even the slightest inconveniences. I care about making sure that overall everyone is content with what is going on with the class. Being president comes with responsibility and requires a lot of decision making, and I want everyone to be involved with me in deciding things such as prom themes, senior trips, homecoming, etc. Most importantly, I want every single one of you to feel like you have a voice in this class. Now, I can stand here the entire time and tell you all my qualifications and all the reasons why you should vote for me, but I won't. Instead, I'll tell you this. There are 720 days throughout all 4 years of high school, and we are on day 406. We are more than halfway done with high school, and the most memorable and important moments are yet to come. Every day we wake up and we go through our day-to-day routine, and we seem to forget how fast time is actually flying. Now, I can't promise you that everyone's demands will be met. All I could promise you is that with your vote, we can work together to make the rest of high school the best it can possibly be. Hola, Me llamo Amberly Ventura. Algunos de ustedes ya me conocen y algunos no, pero espero que después de esto quieran conocerme. Como su presidente, me gustaría que todos se sientan cómodos acercándome sobre temas y ideas escolares para mejorar nuestra clase. Me gustaría que todos participen en decisiones conmigo. Lo que es más importante para mí es que cada uno de ustedes se sientan como tengan una voz en esa clase a pesar de la barrera del idioma. Estamos a medio camino con la escuela secundaria y los momentos más importantes y memorables están por venir. El próximo año escolar es tan importante que nos reunimos como una clase. No puedo prometerle que se cumplirán todas esas demandas, lo único que puedo prometerle es que con su voto podemos trabajar juntos para que el resto de la escuela secundaria sea lo mejor posible. Gracias por su tiempo. Thank you for your time.
Let's hear another round of applause for all the candidates. Thank you, candidates, for your time, effort, dedication, and for your courage to be up here on the stage. Next, I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Constant, Mr. Patron, Mrs. Ernst, and other administrators, teachers, and staffs for making this program possible today. And juniors, thank you for your participation. Thank you for your participation. Okay. Finally, just a reminder, all three buildings will vote for one president, treasurer, and secretary. For vice president, each building will vote for their own vice president. The high school students will vote for the high school vice president. The Career Center students will vote for the Career Center vice president. And the Academy of Science students will vote for their own vice president. Good luck to all candidates. Thank you. And now, Dr. Constant has some closing comments.
Do me a favor, let's give them one final hand. They did a nice job. Everybody stand up. Everyone stand up. Stand up. Did a nice job. I know that was rough. I'm very proud of all of you. Very nice job. Okay, here's what we're going to do. If the bell rings, tell you what, if the bell rings before I dismiss everyone, just stay seated. We're going to dismiss the Career Center first. We'll send you back. High school students will stay. All right? At this point, if you're a Career Center student, stand up. You may exit at this time. Thank you. Everyone else, stay seated.